It's been a while since I've actually filmed a little movement pattern like this one. I'm really ready for this today. I feel like I just need to shake a few things off today. I really want to get in my body, and I thought, why not share this with you guys? I'm Meg. I run Move Like Water Collective, your home for better movement. Our bodies are designed to be a body. They were never ever designed to sit in chairs, to wear shoes or foot coffins, also to hold devices as much as we do. And what starts to happen is our bodies start to really mold to a shape that is completely out of alignment. If I'm consistently sitting in a chair and using my device or a laptop, then I'm going to start to twist and mold a certain way, which is going to pull onto my joints, creating pain. I also am a really big believer that every single joint in our body has a home. So does every single cell and muscle and organ. And when it gets pulled away from its home, that is when we experience, of course, the message of pain. I work from a fascia and foot first perspective, helping you realign your body, create space by getting into those adhesions that create blockages in our body, that block our liquids such as our lymph, our blood, and of course the water that's held in our fascia, so that we can start to realign our bodies from the inside out. I will be offering a really cool movement-based or somatic-based course to help you, one, work with fascia decompression so that we're creating space and we're getting into those adhesions. We're also going to look at how we can realign the body. So if you're somebody, for example, that always stands like this, you're going to have hips that are in pelvic instability or pelvic imbalance, meaning that your lower back is the one that's going to suffer. If you happen to stand hyperextended into the knees, you can see my knees are collapsing inwards. Again, that is also creating an anterior tilt in the pelvis, creating back pain. We want to really know these cues and tips, how we can actually bring our bodies back to anatomical position, because this is where our bodies come home. But this is a class that is a movement-based practice. I'm not using anything at all. I've got some BJJ mats here on the floor. If you do want to join me for that somatic-based immersion, you can pop your name. If you do want to join me for that somatic-based immersion, pop the name fascia in the comments and I'll send you a link for the course. That will be starting late September this year and completely online and self-guided so that you can start to get back in your body. For now, we've got 3 rounds of 10 movements that you can do anywhere, anytime. You just need a floor. So we're going to start up by waking up in and around our kind of pelvic floor. We're going to learn our hollow body and wake up this front superficial line of fascia. So we're going to come down to the ground. Our movements are going to be about 50 seconds long, which is quite a long time when we're in these movements. So if you need to take rest, take rest. Other than that, make sure you give me a like and a follow and a comment. It really helps me to help you to deliver more of these videos for you so that you can really start to move your body the way that it was designed to. Let's get ready to roll. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1 into this hollow body hold. So what I want us to think about here is your sternum and your pubic bone drawing together. If you can lift the shoulders off the ground, turn those palms up. If it's too much with your shoulders off, keep your head down, but we want to kind of lift the chest off here, pulling that pubic bone and sternum together. If that feels okay, you're going to bring your knees up above your hips and we're simply going to hold this position here. Now, as I said, we've got 3 rounds here. So using this first round to get a feel into your body, can you breathe through your nose here, really adapting that diaphragmatic breathing the whole time through this practice? If you're not sure what I mean by that, I'll link a separate video here, but we want to be breathing through the nose the whole time while we're moving through these movements. We've got another 8, 7, really pressing that spine down into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Simply hugging your knees into your chest. Now, we are not going to be resting for too long. All right, we're going to get through these 10 movements. Back to back, and then we'll have a rest after the 10. The next one's a really fun one that I really like to implement. We're going to do our hip lifts. I'm going to roll on the back, lift the glutes off, and twist mid-air. So as I'm coming back down, a little bit of a hip lift, and then back to a hollow body shape. You can use your hands on the ground if you need to support at any time, but try to tilt and twist your hips mid-air. air. Getting right into the obliques and the side body. Good, 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Coming down to a side plank position here. All right, as we're coming to our side plank, what we're going to think about doing is lifting up onto the elbow. My right elbow is underneath my right shoulder. All right, and then from here, what we're going to try to be doing is bringing the elbow knee together and extending. You can drop that bottom down, knee down if you need, but really trying to pull that bottom hip away from the floor. Your adductor, your inner thigh on that bottom leg, the right leg should be really firing here. So in and then out. This is a tough one. Stay with it. Everything is working here. Not too long. If you weren't warm, you might start to be now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Quick transition to the other side. Left forearm down, left elbow under left shoulder. All right, you can leave that bottom hip down. If not, we're going to lift up. Top arm comes up. Try to engage that left adductor and we move in and then back. So essentially I'm sending that top leg back and then bringing it in nice and forward. I'm just slipping a little bit here. You can always drop that bottom knee down. As I said, this is a really challenging one. Really using the arm and the leg as a counter here to work with your balance. Oh my goodness. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, that gets everything for me. Woo! All right, we've got our contralateral cat position here. So we want to think sternum, pubic bone together, angry cat your spine, knees under your hips. All right, now from here, we're going to hover those knees off. Just to start, you might start lifting one foot off the ground and then your other foot off the ground. Then try to lift one hand and the other. Notice how my sacrum's not moving. If you've got that, you can start to lift opposite hand and foot. We want to keep the sacrum really nice and flat. And don't rush the movement. Try to breathe through your nose. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Feel your quads start to burn here. Keep tucking that tailbone under. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Figure 4 crunch here. I'm going to go nice and slow in this first round. So we're going to start by putting that right foot over the left quad. I'm going to reach up. Then I'm going to open into a straddle, change, reach, straddle, change, reach. Really making sure you've got that nice hollow body in your spine. Up, try to touch the shin of the foot. Straddle, nice bit of hip work here. This is why I love this one. So straddle, cross, lift. As I lift up, I'm really trying to bring my chest towards my thighs. Three, 2, hug your knees to your chest. All right, we are simply going to use the floor. We're going to roll and we're going to get up. So as we're working through this one, again, you might start by crossing the leg under, coming up to stand, and then come back down any way you please, back to a rock. You might try 2 feet, and then back down. Now have a play any way you like, getting down and up off the ground, moving around the space. Again, you can have a play with not using your hands, crossing one leg, rolling up. Same thing, maybe coming down, just exploring different ways in how to get up and down off the floor. Make it really organic. So I'm just get a little bit of movement into the hips, the spine, the arms are nice and light here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down, we're on our glutes and we're going to be pressing up, right? We're going to a crab position, so lifting up and then reaching opposite hand over to opposite knee, coming back down and then extend, push through your heels, so you're firing that full posterior chain. Working through just nice and slow for this first one, getting a feel for your crab position and then adding your twist and your reach, getting right across those lateral fascial lines here. I'm also really squeezing my tricep and opening the front of my chest here. As I'm coming through, you'll see obviously a little tuck of the hips then. If you want to add that in, you can start to turn on your core, coming through that mini L-sit variation. Always up to you. Everything can always be layered. The movement, nice and slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Alrighty, we've got our hinge to our dragon squat. I'm going to face this way, so soften your right knee. Alright, we're going to from here take our hinge movement. Oh no, I'm not going to hit the heel, I'm going to go here. We're going to hinge into our flat spine. And then from here, see if you can tuck the leg behind. Let's come into a mini dragon squat to start, and then we're back to our hinge. You can use those hands on the ground if you need. And then coming back. Hinge. Tuck the left leg behind, finding a mini dragon squat here. Alright, as I come into that dragon squat, you'll see that I'm just using the top of my foot for now, waking up through those quads. I'm pushing through my right heel, not my right toes, to really activate that posterior chain. This is definitely cooking those legs. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Let's try the other side. Oh, bit of a good shake up. I've only got one more after this. All right, soften that left knee, weight through the left heel, hinge, tuck the leg behind, so squeeze those thighs together for your dragon. It's not a curtsy squat. Again, it's just a mini dragon where we're using the top of the toe to support and coming down, trying to get that knee on the outside of the calf. All right, so just exploring the dragon squat for now. We do have 2 more rounds after this. So again, hinge, and then down. So we really want to wake that posterior chain up. So really driving through the heel of that left foot for me. Now we've just got one more to follow this, which will be our monkey crawl. It's always a nice one to finish on, quite energetic, playful and fun. Last one, 3, 2, 1. All right, make sure you have a little bit of space here for your monkey crawl. It's our final one in the series. Then we're going to rest with some diaphragmatic breath and we're going to do it all again. So in our monkey, our left hand goes across our right foot. Come down to a squat position. I'm going to go hand, hand. Hop those feet across and back up. Right hand in front of left foot. Push the floor away. Float those feet across. All right, let's keep it going. Essentially, we're just looking this first one to get a feel for it. You really want to keep your arms nice and straight, so we're working compression. Nice and strong through the legs. Got 20 seconds to go. Are you still able to breathe through your nose? 5. All right, well done. Oh, definitely feeling that. You can lie down or stay seated. We're going to breathe. Diaphragmatic breath, bringing ourselves back home. In through the nose, feel the belly expand. Out through the nose, the belly to spine. Just let yourself settle. Soften your shoulders, your traps. Maybe you start to feel that breath expand outwards into the ribs, creating width. 30 more seconds here. Yeah, breath is already slowed down. Alright, are we ready to do that again? So we are going to go through that same sequence. I'll give you some little additions if you like. You're always welcome to go back to the first version. Remember, you are your biggest teacher. Alright, so listen to your body. Listen to how it all feels. We're not here to push and to punish, where your body will not receive what you're doing if you're coming in with that mentality. We're here to feel good, to play, and to get our body moving the way that it was designed to. So, as I went to our hollow body this time, you do have the option to move that into a tuck. All right, so we want to find and establish our hollow body position. If you can keep your spine on the floor, you're going to extend your legs out, and then you're going to exhale. So inhale, draw everything together. So exhale, extend, and then inhale, draw and tuck in. Remember, you can absolutely go back to the first version, which is just holding your hollow body hold. We really want to establish that connection right across the abdominals here, the pelvic floor, and we want to imprint that spine into the ground. Right, finding that nice hollow shape, because that's what you'll need when you come into your cat position or those little pistol squats we've got coming up in the rolls. So we really want to find that nice hollow space, drawing the pubic bone and the sternum together and pulling the belly to the spine. Not too long to go here, guys. We've got 15 seconds, not even. So inhale, draw everything in, and then exhale, go out. 3, 2, and 1. Just a quick little hug in the knees. We're going to keep the timing pretty tight with this one. So we're going in 10 seconds. We're going to do our little rock with a hip lift in midair. I love this one. See if you can catch in like a low boat position. Hold. Try not to let your shoulders creep up around your ears. So stay nice and light, but tilt your hips midair, getting into those obliques and the TVA. Oh, hi, this is burning. Should be able to still breathe through your nose. 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Side plank is next. I'm going my left side first. I don't mind which side you do. Remember, you can always keep that left knee down onto the ground. You don't have to lift it up. If not, we're going to extend. Hold your side plank. All right, from here, we're going to be drawing in, but also kicking away and finding length. I find this one so hard. Everything is working, especially my inner thigh. Oh my god. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Try to breathe. Right elbow, right shoulder. Keep the right knee down if you need. All right, here we go, other side. Doesn't have to be fast. I like to exhale here. I like to inhale to open. Fifteen. And time. Oh my God. All right, we have figure 4 with our little straddle in the middle. Again, one of our favorite ones here. Really awesome for the hips. I'm starting to sweat a fair bit here. All right, right foot over left, maybe here, and then straddle and change, and then maybe even lift the hips up this time. Come through, lift, hips maybe come up. Lift, so try to get your chest as close to that thigh as possible. Straddle, foot goes over, lift. Every time you're alternating the foot that goes over, cross, lift. Oh my God, we're nearly there. Got our contralateral cat next. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So working into this one, I'm going to give you guys an option. It's opposite hand, opposite foot in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're going to lift off. You can stay right here, or you can lift and do a twist underneath and tap the knee, really getting into the obliques, but also opening up that shoulder. So again, completely up to you what you do here. It is a contralateral tap, maybe reaching for that knee, maybe fully coming into that shoulder opener. Again, we close our body so much when we use our devices. We really want to practice getting that posterior chain nice and open. So you're pushing through, draw your scapula back, shoulder away from the ear, cross underneath the body, tap and hold. 10 seconds. Gonna rock to get up next, which is what might turn into our negative pistol squats. 3, 2, 1, rest. As I said, if a pistol squat is in your practice, this is where you can start to add this in. If not, we are rocking to get up. Remember, you can do this any way you like. 2 feet, 1 foot, coming up to stand. If you are practicing your pistols, you might start to work the negative. Again, come up to stand. Maybe try the other side. If you're working a pistol, you need to point the toe, squeeze the quad, and pull the femur bone into your hip socket. You're going to have a play with any ways to get up here. All right, if you do have that pistol squat, keep your leg flexed, drive through the heel, up to stand. This is where we really use compression, especially if you're doing a pistol squat. You have to round your spine to find that compression. Last one here, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Oh, amazing. Alrighty, onto our hands now. Opening up through this side of the body, we're going to crab reaches. I'll give you an option. This time, instead of going for the knee, maybe you go for the outside of the ankle. All right, you change sides. And then maybe you pull those hips through, working on an L sit. Come back through. Tap, down, tap. Maybe L sit. Again, working that same compression we just did if you just did your pistol squats. Not here for long. We got like 20 seconds. We really want to learn and get to know where the body is in space. So things like this can be really helpful. One day you may need to balance on something on one hand and 1 foot, and you may need to know what to do. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got our hinging. Cool, so as we're working into this one, we've got our hinge into a dragon squat. I'm going to face this way so you can see my dragon. All right, so find your hinge position. Immediately from here, we're coming to dragon, tuck the knee behind. Maybe you work on grabbing the foot and bringing it in and through. All right, hinge position here, into dragon. We really need to get that knee on the outside. Use the hand for balance on these rounds. Come through and then back. Please don't be afraid to stay right here, supporting the foot. These are a challenging squat. They take a fair bit of time. It's a bit of a skill. So don't rush your journey with these squats. My quads are on fire. 3, 2, left side. Okay, soften your knee, right? I want to keep that quad on, hinge. Tuck behind, get a feel for the dragon. Again, get nice and low, hinge. Tuck behind. If it's there for you, use this as support. Maybe you extend. Again, don't rush it. Hinge. Tuck behind. "20 seconds. I don't know if you can hear my breathing. I'm still breathing through the nose, but it's definitely getting out there. Last one. I've got a monkey crawl. I'm like definitely getting up there. All right, guys, let's give it a roll. 3, 2, left hand in front of that right foot. Push the floor away. And like you can choose to go a bit faster this time if you've got it. You can slow it down, or you can hover the feet off a bit more. I like to sometimes really play with the speed on this one. I love slowing this down, but for this round, I'm gonna go a little quicker. You do you. I'm really getting that heart rate up here. Stay in that nice low gait, really hooking into the legs. 10 seconds. This time we're going to lie on the ground and breathe. Not yet though. 5, 4, give me one more. 3, 2, and 1. Knees bent. Just breathe. Heart rate is definitely up much more than it was in that first round. We're going to stay here and regulate the breath before we go into round 3. In through the nose, out through the nose. Maybe you're starting to think about expanding from the belly, then expanding the ribcage wide. Slow exhale. Mm-hmm. 5 more breaths. Okay, this is the round you don't want to do. I'm with you, I'm in the same boat. So we're going to go in about probably 40 seconds or so. I want you to really give it everything you've got in this last round. I will give you some options, including a handstand option when we come to our hinge. You are very, very welcome just to stay back into that first round, all right? Keeping it more minimal and just focusing on form. You're just moving however you want to. Please don't listen to me in that sense. If there's something your body is craving, then back it off a little bit. Or if you're feeling good, let's get ready to roll into this final round. We've got our hollow body hold here. Again, the option is to add the tuck. All right, as you're coming into that hollow body hold, we're going to keep this one the same. So shoulders come off, all right, knees above your hips. Remember, you can always just hold here, or you're going to tuck that hollow in, and we're going to extend those arms out nice and long. All right, this time I'm going to ask if you can, we're going to hold that hollow position for a little bit longer. So maybe holding for 4, 3, 2, 1, tuck. Really squeeze the belly to the spine here, go for length, and then back in. Oh my God, these are so hard. If your spine's coming off the floor, please move back to that knee above the hips version we did in version number 1. It's really important your spine stays connected to the floor the whole time. We've just got 5 seconds, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've got our little hip lifts, one of my favorite ones here. We're going to rock on the floor. We're going to tilt our hips mid-air. Let's get ready to roll. So round number 2, we're going in 3, or movement number 2, 2 and 1. Up, tilt your hips, up and hold in a V-sit. Try to do this with control. You want to make sure that your spine is rolling on the ground, not clunking on the spine, on the ground. So try to control it, including the hip tilt, so you're moving really slow, not fast. It's just a lot harder. "15 seconds. Got those gnarly side planks next, and then they'll be done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to get the left side done first. I find this is a lot weaker for me on this side, which is quite interesting today. So that's my body giving me some really good information. Okay. So as we're working through here, left elbow, left shoulder. Again, please keep that left knee down if you need to. We're going to lift up our hips, and we're going to slowly start to bring the right knee in, and we're going to kick it away using that counterbalance. Now, my left leg is working so much here. That adductor, my glute, the core, the obliques, the transverse. Not long. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right forearm, right shoulder. Let's get ready. Last one of these. Thank God. Okay, we're ready to push in and lift up. Here we go. Seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. All right, so we've got our figure 4 twist crunch into our cat contra. So we're working through here. This one stays the same. So lift, straddle, change, lift. You can speed it up if you want. I'm going to keep it quite slow. I like the movement into the hips. It feels amazing in that straddle. If you do want to go a bit quicker, you don't have to go a really big straddle. You can keep the straddle quite little. Again, if you sit a lot, you're going to find this to be quite difficult. The hip is a ball and socket joint. It's meant to move. If you sit in chairs, it's no wonder the hips get really sore, because we end up with all this inflammation called hip bursitis, or just bursitis, right, on the lateral side of the hips, because we're not moving the hips the way they're intended to. Everything has a nature, and if it's not moving towards its nature, then it's going to become really cranky. 3, 2, 1. All right, spices up. About now, we've got our cat rotations, with the option to bring it into a back bend. Okay, you'll see what I mean. Naturally, the leg can kick through and we open up into like a back bend. 3, 2, 1, cat position, reach through, foot down, open. Really engaging that posterior chain. Back to the other way. Tap, kick through, open. Cross opposites, heel down, drive through the heels and open. Love this movement. Ten seconds. Rock to get up to next. or that negative pistol squat or full range pistol squat, your choice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. So rock, get up. Again, move around a little bit, choose how you want to play here. If you're working the pistol, point the toe, squeeze the quad, push through the heel of the supporting leg, and you need to grab the heel again, reach to stand up. All right, so again, point the toe, squeeze the quad, come down, keep the heel close to the bum. You need to reach and compress to come up in that pistol squat if that's you. If not, use 2 feet, have a play. Let's find my left side. A little challenging on the right. Nearly there. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, how we doing? We've got our crab reaches here. This time maybe we hover the feet off the floor when we come into our L sit. So lifting up, tap, back down, tap. Now if you want, pull your hips through, try to float your feet off the floor. Come back, tap, come back, tap. Guys, we're nearly there. Stay with it, you're doing really well. Push the foot away, compress, point the toes, squeeze the quads. Tap, tap, pull back through, compress. Maybe a little hover in that L sit if you're getting it. Again, please don't rush learning it. Have fun along the way. Don't judge whatever's happening. That just puts your body in tension. So yeah, just enjoy the process, enjoy the movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Okay, this is where you're gonna play with a handstand. So lunge, it is our dragon squat to a hinge, and the hinge can become a handstand. All right, so to move into this one, we're gonna take our dragon squat. Leg goes behind, I'm on the right leg. Now from here, you can have a play with like an L kick and come back. Dragon squat, hands down, hinge, or have a play. Your version of dragon squat, maybe you try to take that other hand off. Seconds, maybe one more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. All right, see how those handstands are on the other side. Oh my goodness, are we ready? Left side, dragon squat, tuck under. Again, just get a feel for your dragon squat first. Leave the foot down, and then maybe just like a little pop. Yeah. And then come through, dragon. Come through. My arms are like so cooked. I can feel that unsteadiness in my arms as I'm kicking up today. So really playing or placing that intention on pushing the floor away. There we go, like the monkey crawl. To find that space. My arms become soft, it's really hard to balance. All right, nearly there, we've got about 15 seconds left. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got one more to go. We've got our monkey crawl left, guys. So come into monkey. Last little bit of shake out of energy, let's go straight into it. So I'll show you some options. You can actually make this into like a straddle handstand or a toe touch handstand if you want to. So you're going to feel for your monkey, maybe do like 1 or 2 across. If you do have handstand in your practice, what you can do is push down with the left hand. I'm going to now elevate out of this right foot and try to move through. Bringing the hips above the shoulders. Feel free to give it a go. Really nice little hip rotation through the middle there too. One more each side. Last one. Wherever you are, have a play. Well, that's us. 40 minutes. Holy. I don't know about you, but I'm a bit sweaty. That's exactly what I needed this morning. I hope that you also got something out of that. To cool down, I always just offer breathing. Or if you've got a roller or something where you can just lie on your roller, decompress your fascia a bit, that's what I would recommend. Again, if you enjoyed it, if you found it challenging, if you loved it, if you hated it, I don't care. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know, like, who practices, who jumps on here, who does this stuff. Like, you know, I know when I follow the people that I do on YouTube, like, I always try to let them know, because people go out of their time to do this stuff, and as I say, it's something that I have loved learning for myself to really help reprogram my whole body from years and years of a very tight and tense and stuck body to now being 45 and really loving how movement feels in my body, to play, to twist, to roll, to jump, to handstand, to crawl. It just is so good physiologically, mentally and emotionally, also for the mind, to help bring the bodies back home. So if you love this, let me know. But don't forget to give it a like and a comment. And also, if you are interested in my somatic movement course, which again is very much fascia and lymphatic based, anyone can do it. It's really helping your body come back to alignment and understanding where things get pulled out of place. So where the knee joint of the patella gets pulled out of place, what to do if we have unsteady hips, how we can help ease our lower back pain, hip pain, jaw pain, neck pain. We work with the cause site, not the pain site. The pain site is the messenger. We have to remember that we're experiencing pain somewhere because something is pulling it out of alignment. So I'd love to hear from you. I hope you had fun and enjoy the rest of your day.